Guess who's back? Back again. Queen is back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? No, no, no. Anyways, I have been listening to too much of that song. Anyways, hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are doing another Beneath the Moonless Sky. It is chapter 20, maybe chapter 20 and chapter 21. I am on a roll. This is my third video recorded in a row. First one was not safe work. The last one was the previous one, which you have already seen if you have been following the series, which is chapter 19, where Clef found Jack's body. If you want to go see the series, I have a playlist. All the not safe for work chapters are out of it because YouTube and guidelines for real, for real. Anyways, let's get on to business. So, disclaimers, but first, Gav Imp is the one who has made all the beautiful art in this and has given me permission to use it. Thank you, Gav Imp. All art credit goes to her. And now on to the video. Disclaimers first. Disclaimers: Jack or Jackie Bright, when he is Gingerbread, are not self-inserts of Admin Bright anymore. They're standalone characters, as more people have added to their characters, and we do not support Admin Bright on this channel, not at all. Just you, him. And also that disclaimer number two. Disclaimer number two. Yeah, sorry, my tongue didn't want to work for a second. This is an AU where Jack Bright and Abel are alpha, and Jack is in Omega. Abel is alpha, and they just did the deed recently, which has him probably pregnante with a pup. So, with Abel's child, basically, which will become to be David. I will have artwork of David at some point, which is made again by Gavin. But anyway, this is an AU, so it's not canon universe. The main canon universe does not have them together, but it's a multiverse, so this is very possible that somewhere in this multiverse this could have happened. Now, disclaimer number 3: Yandere's Abel is not Yandere in canon. And neither is Jack. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Snippet for fictional characters and fictional Yanderes is fine, just do not be illegal or gross about it. Remember to separate fiction from reality and headcanon from canon. And ship as you want, but do not ship illegally. Like, do not put an adult with a child. That is just gross. You know who you are. Yanderes are not ideal partners to have in real life. Separate from fiction from reality and headcanon from canon. Thank you. And now let's do this. Okay, this is going to be chapter 20 first. Okay, so let me get this straight. A few hours later, that was said by TJ, and Bright had regained consciousness. It was sheepishly picking at the blanket in the medical wing of the SCP Site 19. Clef was nearby, tapping his foot, and TJ looked exhausted. You have had adult fun time with SCP 076 multiple times. This little affair of yours has been going on for a while. And right when you intended to stop it, you forgot to take your suppressants, went into heat, and then you had adult fun time with him again. Yes? Bright question asked. During your heat. Yeah? Bright says again, question mark. Excuse me for a moment, will you? TJ walked to an empty bed, grabbed the provided pillow, and screamed into it at the top of his lungs. Are you okay? TJ held up a finger and screamed again before tossing the pillow aside. Okay. One problem at a time, TJ said, rubbing his temple. Allow me to ignore your taste in alphas. Okay, we have to admit, Abel is an attractive man. He's good looking, but he is a very bad man too. So I feel you. I have bad taste in men. I love a psychopath in fiction. In fiction. So, and I love Abel. So I see where Jack is coming from. But oh my goodness, our taste is horrible. My taste is just as bad as Jack. Anyways, let's continue. Let me ignore your taste in alphas and let me ask you, do you want to have a pup? Bright put a hand on his belly. I think so? Question mark. Do you want to have his, underline his, pup? Because I can get emergency. Michelle, get it together. Emergency contraceptives, aka like the Omega Plan B, easily, but they're only effective in a certain time frame. Bright didn't answer. If you want to do this, there are definitely risks. We need to assume that the baby will be anomalous. I am not saying that word again, but I said it wrong. I apologize. The, that poses all sorts of health risks, not to mention the birth, which has an increased chance of complications, and you'll need an entire team of medical professionals to monitor you. There's no way we can keep the father's identity a secret. So I want to ask you again, are you sure you want to have his, again, underline, his pup? TJ asks. Still nothing. You don't have to do this. Clef assured. You don't need to. I know, but I want to, Bright admits. Clef reached out, squeezing his pack brother's hand. Okay, then I'm with you. TJ sighed, walking forward and holding his brother's other hand. We're with you. Thanks, and don't don't tell the others about the dad yet. I'm not ready. Don't worry, we'll be ready. One says, and the other one says, for anything. It was a very sweet and wholesome moment, and there is only 6 minutes of content right now, so we are going to chapter. What chapter is this? Chapter 21. Chapter 21. Let's go. It is loaded. There we go. It was an excruciating days when Bright had to wait to see if he really ended up pregante. A part of him hoped he was lucky and this didn't end in pregnancy. Regardless of his words and thoughts about keeping the pup, the idea of carrying 076-2's child terrified him, not because the child would be anomalous, nor that he's going to need extra help to carry his pregnancy in a good way, or how difficult the birth is going to be. He feared the idea of his pup to be just like his father. Oh God, that is a terrifying thought. Oh my goodness! Ah! If the child looked physically closer to him, it's going to be something that will plague him for the rest of his life. But mentally as well, his own pup to end like a psychopath, but with an unlimitless taste for blood. Bright couldn't endure such an idea. No matter if he could try and be a good mother, he's afraid that it won't be enough. You're with a pup, Clef confirmed 2 weeks after what Bright was actually feared of. Oh, is all he could say, even though he wasn't capable of reacting the way he expected. I see. So you're still going to keep it? We won't blame you if you consider terminating it right now, but I need to let you know if you wait too long, you'll end up growing. You still will, and still want to terminate it. You'll have to consider abortion as the last resort. It won't be pleasant treatment. Terminating it right now, or risking a possible abortion. The mere idea crushes his heart. Bright believed that abortion only should in be in extreme cases, if the possible death of the mother or the pup, or even the consequence of forced adult fun time. The thing is, for now there's no possible health risk, and Bright had to assume the truth. Neither our word, and as he willingly mated with Abel, and even Abel didn't force him the last time they were together. So an idea gives him such shame, because Bright now more than ever misses Abel. He wanted to bond with him. He wanted Abel to mark him as his, to be together, and he trusts Abel, and he said that he'll never hurt him. SCP 076-2 could do anything you want to him, but he never was a liar. A twisted Keter entity, for sure, in his words. Bright doesn't. Sorry, I have an itchy nose and I can't talk right. There we go. But Bright doesn't know what to decide at the end, and because of that, he let he let his pup slowly grow inside of him. Now he couldn't hide this, and everyone at Site 19 and Site 17 stare at him with several seconds when Bright enters into some place. No one said a word, but he could feel those judging glances. Certainly, they think that Bright was insane, maiden with 076-2, of all people, the same anomaly that caused the Foundation so much trouble and unnecessary unalivements. The loss of Omega 7, Bright doesn't feel like he'll be able to look Iris in the eyes if she finds out what he did. The way he always avoids her, that's why he always avoids her the best he can. She was the one who suffered the most, who had nightmares of the tragedy and had to rely on Mary, Dr. Clef's daughter, and some medication to deal with the trauma. Bright doesn't have the heart to know all the details. And his belly is growing, and it is clear indication of his own shame. Jack was nearly 5 months pregnant now, TJ warned one morning. The doctors said the pup has a heartbeat and the organs are starting to develop at fast speed, more than average humans, as well as the recorded anomalous activities on their body. Still, trying to find out what kind of anomalous properties and attributes they're holding besides of the superhuman's fast speed growing process. Thank you for your information, Bright said as he was TJ Bright said as he was about to leave the room. You can still terminate. There's still time. Let's discuss this later, Bright says and leaves. But of course, the past that day, the past is coming back to haunt him, and this time it will leave a wound would that could last a lifetime. Sorry, my tongue got really strangled at the end. Anyways, that's enough for this. We got 2 chapters in. I may do a fourth video just to keep me on a roll. But anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. If you would like to see more, comment below what you would like to see, and I will do my best to do it. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Sorry, I had the burpees. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. And Patreon outro. Sorry, completely forgot. Patreon outro. Thank you, Gav, for being my first patron. You're wonderful, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. Thank you, Gav. I appreciate you. And now that is all. Stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye. Secret outro time, secret outro time, secret outro time, secret outro time. Welcome to the secret outro. The secret outro question of the day is: if you were in this situation, what would you feel if you had an anomalous child, and what would you do? Personally, I would be terrified of doing anything, but also terrified of losing it because, oh my god, I would be torn on what to do. I wouldn't know what I would do, honestly. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye.